ॐ विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यन्निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्रचित्रीकृतं मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगीव यस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ Verse 59. Brahmaviddi tadeva tvam natvidam yadupasate iti shruterupasyatvam nishiddham brahmano yadi. So in these verses beginning from this verse 53 to 73, Acharya is establishing, Vidyaranya is establishing the possibility of a Nirguna Brahma Upasana. For a person who has a jnana of Brahman, but paroksha jnana. He is not able to say, I am Brahman. A paroksha jnana, immediate knowledge, is not there. And therefore, in order to remove the obstacles so that he can gain jnana, upasana should be done. So, and for that, alambanam, some upasanam is definitely you need an alambanam, a altar on which, you do. Alambanam can be yourself. Alambanam can be Omkara also. Mandukya talks about it. And he will be quoting also that Nirguna Brahma Upasana has been mentioned in the Upanishads. He is going to quote. But Omkara Alambana you know very well that between two Omkaras, chanting of Omkaras, what is Amatra, can be known as a consciousness naturally, because what is available in the silence is you, right? what is available in the silence is you, and when the thoughts are there, etc., omkara, etc., that vritti also is there, then also you are there, and therefore, in fact, you are the basis from where only this matras, etc., arises and resolves into you. You are very much there. Anyway, so this is a knowledge actually. But suppose if you don't know that is myself, etc., you can superimpose that amatra is a Nirguna Brahma, etc. That way, or aham, both. You can take aham as a alambanam. You superimpose upon yourself that you are Brahman, aham brahmasmi, etc. Either way, it is possible. So this is what is established here, that Nirguna Brahma Upasana is possible and should be done. So he takes up, then there is a Purvapaksha. Purvapaksha is, Nirguna Brahma Upasana is not possible. Nirguna Brahma Jnanam is possible, not Upasana. Like that he says. Then Vidyaranya, instead of arguing directly in favor of Nirguna Brahma Upasana, he argues indirectly. So he doesn't use a direct method of an argument. If Vidyaranya gives a reason, for directly, that these are the reasons, because of these reasons Nirguna Brahma Upasana is possible, then we can directly deal. But he uses an indirect method. So when Purvapakshi says, it is Nirguna Brahma Upasana is not possible because of these reasons, then Vidyaranya answers by saying that Nirguna Brahma Jnanam also is not possible by the same reasons. Whatever you say Nirguna Brahma Upasana is not possible because of these reasons, he says that Nirguna Brahma Jnanam also is not possible by same reasons. Yeah. So Swamiji, he is not accepting the Nirguna Brahma Jnanam. It's not like that. For Nirguna Brahma Jnanam, well, there is no argument. There are two factions of the basically Vedantins. And one faction, both the faction accept Jnanam is a moksha. There is no doubt about it. But basically, so far as Upasana is concerned, then there is this kind of a little argument over each other. I mean, they don't agree. Some people don't agree. Anyway, so just for the sake of argument, he says this Nirguna Brahma Jnanam also is not possible for the same reason, etc. And naturally, Purvapakshiya will be provoked. So, well, he drops the topic of Nirguna Brahma Upasana then. Now he has to protect Nirguna Brahma Jnanam is possible. Now he has to protect that. So he established that, well, he is establishing in the process. We are in the same, verse right now, where he is in the process of arguing in favor of Nirguna Brahma Jnanam, that these are the reasons because of that Nirguna Brahma Jnanam is possible. Then Vidyaranya says, well, for the same reason Nirguna Brahma Upasana also is possible. Could you follow? This is what is going on. And so each verse has a Purvapaksha answer. Sometimes a whole verse will be Purvapaksha. But generally Purvapaksha will be there and then answer will be there. Siddhanti will be answering, etc. So this is what we are seeing. And now in verse 59, well, here it says, Tadeva Brahmatvam Viddhi. So further argument. So, well, he says that, he says, let us go to Shruti, because this is not fair. Without any Shruti support and talking just in air, like that, it's not fair. Let us go by Shruti. What Shruti says regarding Nirguna Brahma Upasana. Let us go and see. And he, well, so he says, Kenopanishad, right? So many in the first chapter, after second verse, second mantra, there are verses, there are mantras which clearly tells Nirguna Brahma Upasana is not possible. He is quoting here for fifth verse. And paraphrasing actually, not quoting whole, paraphrasing. Yan manasana manute yena ahur manomatam tadeva brahmatvam viddhi na idam upasate. Na upasate. So, well, basically, tadeva brahmatvam viddhi. Here it is said Brahma Viddhi Tadevatvam, but we have to arrange because this is for the meter purpose. So here it is Tadeva Brahmatvam Viddhi. Well, so Brahman is basically Tadeva, that which is not an object of knowledge, that alone, that which can never be objectified. Well, that alone is Brahman, and that is you. So this is what is said here. Tadev Brahmatvam Viddhi. And therefore, Natu idam yad upasate. Whatever you meditate upon is not Nirgunam Brahma. So Tadevatvam Viddhi. May you know that alone is the Brahman. Anyway, so this is what has been said. So Brahma Viddhi Tadevatvam Natu idam yad upasate. So, well, Shruti very clearly negates. So Shrutehe, Hetu. Is a Shruti Vakyat, means it is a Hetu. Shrutehe is a Panchami, in a sense of a Hetu. So it is Shrutehe Upasat. Shrutehe, because of the Shruti Vakya, well, Upasatyam Nishiddham. And therefore Upasatyam is basically negated. So Shrutehe becomes a Hetu, and what is Sadhyam? Well, Brahmana Upasatyam Nishiddham. So, Brahmana Upasatyam. Well, this meditability, we have to say like that. So, on Brahman is Nishiddham, is negated. Yadi. Yadi means if you, Vidyaranya says, if you have a Shruti support like that you are quoting Kenopanishad, the first chapter, fifth mantra, then I also have a Shruti support. Where? Verse 60. Viditadanya deveti shrutervedyatvamasya na yatha shrutyaiva vedyam chet tatha shrutyapyupasyatam. So here first line is a, answer to the Purupaksha raised in 59. That, well, Shruti says, because of the Shruti Vakya, we are saying that Upasyatvam of Brahman is not possible. Then Vidyaranya, Yadi already is there. If you are saying like that, then Vidyaranya here answers that. That same Kenopanishad negates Nirguna Brahma Jnanam also. So, Nirguna Brahma Jnanam is negated. So, basically, Viditad Anya Deva. So, I mean, what, what is that? Anya Deva Tad Viditad Atho Aviditat Adhi. It appears in Kenopanishad in the same first chapter. So, Viditad Anyeva Brahma. So, whatever you know, Viditam means known. Anya Deva. Anya means other than what you know. Other than what you know means Brahman can never be an object of knowledge. Brahman cannot be known. Because Brahman is not an object of knowledge. Therefore, Brahman cannot be known. Viditad Anya Deva. Therefore, if you say Brahma Jnanam, well, knowledge of Brahman, means Brahman becomes known. Yeah, Brahman becomes known. But it is denied. Viditad Anyat. Brahman can never be known. Whatever you say known, that's not Brahman. Then how Brahma Jnanam takes place then? There is no Brahma Jnanam is not possible. And therefore, well, definitely Nirguna Brahma Jnanam is not possible. That's how it has been said. So Brahman is different from whatever you know. Asya means for Nirguna Brahmanaha. So for this Brahman, Vedyatvam api na. So this is Acharya's argument. You are quoting Kenopanishad, Nedam Yadidam Upasate, Nirguna Brahma Upasana is not possible. Well, we are also quoting. Nirguna Brahma Jnanam is not possible. Where? Kenopanishad. What is the statement? Viditad Anyat. Brahman can never be known. Therefore, knowledge of Brahman is not possible. Knowability in Brahman is not there. Vidyatam api na. Knowability is not there. This is a fight going on like that. So, if one country, throws the, rockets, etc., then other people are ready to basically to destroy it. So here it is going on. So and now in the second line, that is Yatha Shrutya eva Vedyam Chet. Well, you say where we know Brahman, something other than known and something other than unknown. Yatha Shrutya Vedyam, because based on the Shruti, Anya Devatad Viditad Atho Avidyatad Adhi, means moment you understand Shruti Vakya, your attempt to know Brahman goes away. So, what the statement is like this. Atho, so Anya Deva Viditat, that's one. Atho Aviditat Adhi. Adhi means it's also in the same sense, distinct. So, Aviditat Adhi. Brahman is something which is not known, and Brahman is not something which is unknown, and Brahman is not something which is known. And therefore, known and unknown together is the entire objective world. And then, definitely, then Brahman can never become an object of knowledge. Then still Brahman can be known. Shruti establishes that Brahman. If Brahman cannot be an object of knowledge, well, still one thing is left which can be claimed as Brahman, and that is the subject, and because of which only the known and unknown is possible. Where is known and unknown without the subject? Where is known and unknown? Something is known, but there is no subject. There is no knower at all. Very good. The whole world is unknown. How do you say that? Without the subject. Without the subject, who appreciates everything as unknown, how will you say it? Therefore, Brahman is something which is beyond known and unknown, that could be subject. Then do you mean Brahman is knower? If Brahman is knower, it will be a knower all the time. Then what about sleep, deep sleep state? Therefore, Brahman is not knower. That's how we say. Now here you say Yatha Shrutya Vedyam Brahma. So basically you know Brahman something as other than known and unknown, as the subject but as the knower. That's a wrong thing. Wrong thing to say. Yeah. Knower is your status. Knower is purely a mind which gains a status of with respect to an activity of perception, inference, emoting, or activity of physical activity. With respect to that, same consciousness through the mind upadhi assumes a status called ego. That's it. And therefore, that ego basically is a knower, doer, physical activity, doer. Our perception is there, emoting is there, inference is there. It's purely a status. Yeah. When mind resolves, that ego also resolves. Yeah, knower resolves. Yeah. If nothing is to knower, now let us see this before we go. Actually, we are interested in that. Knower has a two components, know plus er. Er stands for a person. Er indicates a person. And know indicates a root, indicates a action. So, which is done by that person. Therefore, knower, right, is whom? One who knows. Walker, er indicates a person. Walk, the word, means a action. Right? Its meaning is an action. Done by whom? Done by that person. And therefore, walker is equal to one who walks. Right? And therefore, this is how seer and everything, hearer, means with respect to certain thing, you gain a status. Please understand this. Yeah. When nothing is to be known or nothing can be known, where is knower? Where is knower? Nothing is to be seen, where is seer? When nothing is to be heard, where is hearer? Where is hearer? Oh, I am hearer of what? Hearer of silence, hearer of no sound. What are you saying? Therefore, this is purely a status. Purely a status. All this are introduction of ourselves as a seer, hearer, etc. I am hearer, I am seer, I am a walker, etc. All are with respect to certain object of action or action itself. Knower with respect to some object of knowledge. If no object of knowledge, then no knower also. No sound, then no hearer also. No sound, hearer goes away. You are there. You are there. I am not there, Swamiji. To negate I am not there, you are still there. Yeah. Try to negate that. You can negate yourself as a hearer. You can negate yourself as a knower. Negate yourself as a seer. If you close your eyes, you yourself are negating I am a seer. You close your eyes. You go to sleep on your will. You negate yourself as a knower, hearer, seer, toucher, taster, everything. Therefore, hearer goes away, I also go away. Or hearing goes away, I go away. Sound goes away, I go away. Objects, the colors and forms go away, I go away. Never. Never. That I is the basic I, which never goes away, which ever exists. When all are there, he is there. When all are not there, he is there. That is called Sat. That's a Sat. Ever existent Sat. Nature is existence. Self-existent. And that is self-revealing, also consciousness. Therefore, basically the hearer, object of hearing, that is sound, and the very hearing process, all are enveloped by consciousness. All the three are superimposed upon consciousness. Or consciousness alone. Consciousness alone. As if it comes down in terms of reality, becomes an empirical reality as though. Hearer, hearing, and object of hearing. So consciousness itself is free from this triad, but they are not free of me. They are never free of me. And therefore, basically, knower goes away, knower resolves into knowledge, consciousness. That is what it is. And therefore, you are that consciousness. Assumes a status of a knower wearing a costume of a mind. With the help of mind, well, you become a knower for transaction, for activity. It may be a physical activity, it may be a perception, it may be emotion, it may be recollection, any activity. Brahman doesn't do any recollection. Brahman doesn't do any recollection. Brahman doesn't do any walk. Brahman doesn't take any walk. Brahman doesn't run. Right? Walker walks. Brahman doesn't walk. And therefore, definitely it's a status. Why do you call status? Because it goes away. It goes away. It is not Satyam. It is just empirical. It's transactional. And therefore, basically, yatha shrutya vedyam. So this is a way you should know Brahman. It has been said, well, anyadeva viditat atho aviditat. Brahman cannot fall into a known category, or Brahman can never fall into the category of unknown. Unknown means knowable actually. It's knowable. What is unknown can be known tomorrow, will be known tomorrow, right? So we can even say unknown as a knowable. Or you want to say unknown, let it be unknown also. But there is one, because of which there is known and unknown. That's consciousness. Yeah, with respect to that, I am knower, that's a status. But that knower also, the content of the knower is knowledge, consciousness. And therefore, well, you are that which can never be negated, which never goes and comes back, which never arises and resolves. That is you. So this is how Brahman can be known. Yatha Shrutya Vedyam. Therefore, well, Brahmajnanam, Nirguna Brahmajnanam is possible. So then definitely, so Purapakshi says, well, Nirguna Brahmajnanam, etc. is possible. Yatha Shrutya. Earlier, well, we answered already that if you say, well, Nirguna Brahma Upasana is not possible, Kenopanishad says, we say Nirguna Brahma Jnanam also is not possible, because Kenopanishad says Brahman is beyond known and unknown. Means Brahman can never be known. Then there will not be a knowledge of Brahman. Therefore, Brahma Jnanam is not possible. Like that he argued, Vidyaranya. Then Purapakshi says, no. Yatha Shrutya Vedyam. Just as Shruti reveals Brahman, that way you should know. Yeah. Shruti does not reveal Brahman actually. Brahman is self-revealing. But Shruti corrects the mistake regarding that self-revealing Brahman. That self-revealing Brahman is constantly revealing as the self, but you don't know that is the self. That is I. That you don't know. And you place I in something which is not Brahman, which is not Atma actually. Shruti corrects the mistake. Shruti does not reveal Brahman. Anyway, and therefore, so yatha shrutya tatha vedyam. So as mentioned by the Shruti, well, may you understand it. This is a Purapaksha. Vidyaranya was ready. Means Purapaksha established that Nirguna Jnanam is possible with the help of Shruti. Vidyaranya says, well, do the upasana in the same way. Therefore, so he says, tatha shrutya api upasyata. Shrutya, so with the help of the Shruti, well, you meditate on Brahman. He is going to say which Shruti, etc., talks about Nirguna Brahma Upasana, I will say. But there are statements in that. Na idam Brahma iti upasanam kuru. Well, this is not Brahman. This is not Brahman. I am Brahman. This is not Brahman. I am Brahman. There are only two categories in the world. One is I, one is this. Only two categories. Either you say subject object, either you say knower known, whatever you want to say, or you say just I and this, I and this. That's it. Your Atmanatma Viveka will take lot of things from the I and puts into the category of this. That's Vedanta. That's Vedanta. When you say I, and this is, everything is this. Here what you say I, still there is lot of thing which is this. Object of knowledge. Yeah. Body, mind, senses, memory, hunger, thirst, your intellect means knowledge, your ignorance, everything is this. You unnecessarily claim under I. Therefore, definitely I is basically just a knower. I is a knower because it has a knowingness, consciousness. That's it. That's its nature. That can never go. That's a real I. That's a real I. Verse 61. Avastavi vedyata chet upasyatvam tatha nakim vrittivyaptir vedyata chet upasyatvepi tatsamam. Purvapakshi continues, Vedyata avastavi. So, it says here Vedyata avastavi. So, mithya. Avastavi means mithya. Vedyatvam of the Nirguna Brahma is mithya. So, from the Paramarthik Drashti, from the Satyam Drashti, it is not there at all. So, basically, we have used this word, that Lakshana Vritya Vedyatvam. So the Vedyatvam, Vedyatvam means a knowability, becomes an object of knowledge that is really not there. It is never an object of knowledge, but since we want to know Brahman, we superimpose a knowability upon Brahman. That's called Lakshana Vritti here. Here, Lakshana, not that Bhagatyaga. Lakshana means by implication, indirectly. Indirectly, we are, by superimposing Vedyatvam upon that, Brahman is revealed to us. So that way we say. And they give an example also that how rope is revealed to you. So we say, Sarpasya Adhishthanam. So rope is rope. There is no Adhishthanatvam as property, etc. in the Rajju. But we want to know, we want to reveal that Rajju. Then you superimpose upon the Adhishthanatvam of the Sarpa. And the Rajju is revealed to you. Same way here. That's called Lakshana Vritti. Because indirectly it is revealed. Not directly. Directly if it is revealed means it's an object of knowledge. So it is not an object of knowledge. Brahman is not an object of knowledge, but still we say Vedyatvam because we superimpose a Vedyatvam. We want to know Brahman. So we superimpose a Vedyatvam knowability on Nirguna Brahma. And then, we say it is thereby the Brahman is revealed to us. So therefore, the same idea is here also. So Vidyaranya says similarly, Upasyam, etc. We also talk Upasya, meditatability, etc. Object of meditation, also from the Vyavarika Drashti, means from Lakshana Vritti only. So then Purvapakshi says, when I talk about the knowability, I am only talking about the Vritti Vyapti. And Vritti Vyapti we have discussed in chapter 7. Chapter 7 we spent a lot of time, I think, in and few verses I don't remember right now. Perhaps I have noted somewhere. But those verses, 6 or 7 verses were there in chapter 7 of Pancadasi. There we saw all this Vritti Vyapti and Phala Vyapti, etc. So Purvapakshi says, when I talk about a knowability of Brahman, I am only talking about from the Vritti Vyapti. Phala Vyapti is not there. So pervasion of the thought of Brahman will be there. Like Ghata Vritti, so is what? So pot is there, your mind basically in form of a thought, pervades the pot, becomes pot Vritti. And then Chidavasa, which is there, will reveal the pot, becomes pot cognition. So the Chidavasa present in the Vritti, that's called Phala Vyapti. That will, pervades the, illumines the pot Vritti. And you will gain the knowledge of pot. So pot cognition, etc. So So phalam here means jnana. Anyway, so that is here also he says, he reminds us to the vritti vyapti there will be, so far as objective world is concerned, definitely you need both because they are not able to reveal themselves, and therefore Chidabhasa has to reveal, consciousness ultimately has to reveal it. So that is there with respect to objective world, that both are required. But so far as consciousness is concerned, Brahman is concerned, which is, well, it is self-revealing. For if it is self-revealing, then vritti need not reveal, or the Chidabhasa in the vritti need not reveal. In fact, Chidabhasa is revealed by the Chaitanya. Where is Chidabhasa without Chaitanya? And therefore, yes, I am whole. I am in the form of this knowledge. I am in the form of the knower. I am in the form of an object of knowledge. That and all the three are mithya. Basically, I am distinct from that. I am whole. That kind of a vritti is there. But that vritti is shining because of the Chidabhasa present in that. It's not because Brahman is self-revealing. I is self-revealing. And therefore, you don't need a phalavyapti, etc. That is what has been said. So, avastavi vedyata chet, vedyata, the knowability, etc. is mithya, etc. Then, well, Vidyaranya says upasitvam natu kim. Well, so upasitvam also is mithya. We are not saying that Brahman is upasya. Brahman is an object of meditation. We are not saying from Paramatic standpoint. It is from the Vyavara standpoint. The way you are saying Vedyatvam, we are saying Upasitvam. And Vritti Vyapti hi Vedyata Chet. Well, if you say, Chet means here again. Well, O Purvapakshi, if you say, well, Brahman has, Nirguna Brahma Jnanam has only Vritti Vyapti and no Phala Vyapti, correct. Then Upasyatvapi Tatsamam. In Upasyat, in the Upasitvam, in the meditability of Brahman, Nirguna Brahma also it is the same. Only Vritti Vyapti is there. Phala Vyapti is not there. Because I am that Brahman, you are doing that Upasana, you are superimposing upon yourself. It is not an object as such which is illumined by the Chidabhasa, etc. Therefore, here also it is only Vritti Vyapti only is there. Nirguna Brahma Upasana, and thereby Nirguna Brahma Upasana is possible. That is what he says here. Then, Purvapakshi is going to ask the question that you are so much attached to Nirguna Brahma Upasana, and then Vidyaranya is going to say, then why are you, if you say I have a attachment for the Nirguna Brahma Upasana, I am asking you the question, why you are so much averse to Nirguna Brahma Upasana? Well, you give up your aversion, dislike for Nirguna Brahma Upasana, then I am giving up my like attachment to Nirguna Brahma Upasana. Like that, it is coming. Okay, let's go to verse number 62. Kati bhakti rupastau chet kaste dveshastadhiraya mana bhavo navachyosyam bahushrutishu darshana. The Purvapakshi has tried very much, his best from our head, from Vidyaranya's head, well, to remove the idea of this Nirguna Brahma Upasana, but he has failed. So now Purvapakshi makes a little emotional appeal, that he says to Vidyaranya that why are you so much attached to this? Well, you are trying to vehemently establish this Upasana, etc. of Nirguna Brahma. You seem to be fanatically attached to this Upasana. So, te ka bhakti. So, tava bhakti hi ka. Means just as a devotee is fanatically attached to Ishvara, Ishta Devata, similarly you are fanatically devoted to this Nirguna Brahma Upasana, Bhakti. So Bhakti for Ishta Devata is there, attachment is there, Bhakti means a love. That definition will come in 12th chapter of Pancadasi. So love only is called Bhakti, love is called Shraddha, love is called Ragaha, everything. So he is going to define. Anyway, so here a Bhakti means attachment, love. So just as devotee is fanatically attached to his Ishta Devata, well, you are fanatically devoted to Nirguna Brahma Upasana. So te means here tava, sixth case. Your bhakti, your attachment. Upastau. Upastau, as I told you, it's a seventh case. Upasti word is there. Rasva Ikara. And means upastau, seventh case means Vishay Saptami. Upasti Vishay. With regards to this Upasana, Nirguna Brahma Upasana, you have a lot of attachment. Iti chet. If this is the case, well, you are saying Purupakshi, then Vidyaranya says, Kate dveshah tad iraya. Why do you have so much dvesha for Nirguna Brahma Upasana? You might not be interested in practicing, that's fine. But you are vehemently trying to negate it. And you are trying to brainwash me also that Nirguna Brahma Upasana is not possible. Drop that idea, etc. So that shows your aversion. You may not know. You may not do it. You can say, well, I don't care whether it is there or not. I don't want to dwell upon that. But you are definitely constantly arguing against Nirguna Brahma Upasana. Therefore, you have a te dvesha, tava dvesha ka. Why your aversion for that? Tad iraya. Ir dhatu is there in 10th conjugation. Ir means irayati. Irayate, it's a ubhayapadi. Means to say, to tell. Kathayati. Iraya, kathaya. You tell. Why your aversion for this Nirguna Brahma Upasana? So, so this is how it is. So you can just accept in principle that it is possible. Okay, fine, let's go ahead. I don't want to do that upasana. Fine, that's a different matter. And and it is very true. I think we have studied many upasanas. In Taittiriya we have studied upasana. I mean, we means you, but we in general. We all of us have studied so many upasanas. Any of upasana we are not doing. We do, and we are not negating it also. Negating them also. Samhita upasana and this upasana and Vyahruti upasana. Bhuhu, bhuva, swaha, etc. So there many things were superimposed upon that, and the upasanas were been prescribed in Taittiriya, in the Shikshavalli. And like that, in a Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, the Upanishad begins with the upasana. Anyway, so that Ashwamedha upasana and etc. So this is how, so many Upanishads have these upasanas. We study, we accept that they are there, possible. But we don't dwell upon, we don't seriously pursue them. So you should do that way. Instead you are just behind that, that it is not possible, etc. and arguing so much. That's not correct. So taditi iraya means tasya uttaram iraya. Kate dveshaha tasya uttaram iraya. Tad is equal to tasya uttaram. Kate dvesha, why you do have such a aversion? That is a question. So you give the answer for that. So that is the thing. So Purupakshi says, don't think like that. You have a misunderstanding about me. Basically, I don't like Nirguna Brahma Upasana, not that I have some personal dvesha for that. I don't want to include in my list because there is no validity. There is no pramana for that. Show me the valid source where these things are established. Then I will accept. And my validity, because I am a Vaidika, my validity comes from Veda. Whatever I believe as existent, etc., are worthwhile, all based on Veda. So I feel Nirguna Brahma Upasana is not mentioned in the Veda, and therefore I don't accept. Not that I have personal aversion, etc. Mana bhavaha, see? Ma dhatu. Mana, pramana. So pramana bhava is there. So Vidyaranya says mana bhavaha, asyamna vachyaha. So you cannot say asyam. Mana bhava, if you are saying that there is no pramana, well, we are saying asyam na vachya. Asyam. So with regards to that, well, you don't, you cannot say that there is an absence of a pramana or Shruti is supporting in negation, etc. Nirguna Brahma Upasana is negated. That is not there. Well, navachya asyam is upasana vishaya. But it's a feminine because upasti. So Nirguna Brahma upasana vishaya or Nirguna Brahma upastav. With respect to Nirguna Brahma, well, there is no manabhava, there is no pramana, it is not so. Bahushrutishu darshanat. Bahushrutishu. In many Upanishads, it is found. And naturally, now I also would like to know, and you also would like to know, what is the pramana for that. Verse 63. Uttarasmin tapaniye शैब्य प्रश्नेऽथ काठके माण्डुक्यादौ च सर्वत्र निर्गुणोपास्थिरीरिता. So various Shruti references are given. First reference is, and that already it has come actually in the beginning of the chapter, Nrsimhatapani Upanishad, right? And that the Shishyas basically, the Devas, they asked to Prajapati the, regarding Nirguna Brahma Upasana in a alambanam of Omkara actually. So this Upasana has been, which has been mentioned in the Nrsimhatapaniya Upanishad, well, is similar to the Mandukya Upanishad Upasana. So here it says, so first is that Shruti. Second is in a Prashna Upanishad. So Shaibya Prashne. So the second quotation from the Prashna Upanishad 5.1, in which definitely in a question asked by the Shaibya, the 6 disciples goes to Pippalada and they ask a question one by one, and then 4 the students ask the question to Pippalada, answered, etc. Then the 5th one, and the names are also there of the each student, all the students, and the 5th student is a Shaibya, and he asked the question to Pippalada regarding Nirguna Brahma Upasana on Omkara again. So Prashna, this is the thing. And then Athakathake means in the Kathopanishad also, 1 to 15, 16 and 17. There also Omkara is presented as a alambanam for both the types of Upasana, Saguna Brahma Upasana and Nirguna Brahma Upasana. Etad alambanam shreshtham, etad alambanam param, etc. etc. And Om iti tat, etc. So there, this in 3 verses in the first chapter, second Valli, 15, 16, 17, talks about Saguna Brahma Upasana, Nirguna Brahma Upasana on Omkara again. Mandukyadau, it talks about, again, Mandukya is very famous for that, talks about Omkara. So first 3 padas are, Vishwa, Tejas or Prajna, and Chaturth pada is, I'm already talked to you. Chaturth pada is talked as a Turiya. That Turiya means Atma. Oh, that is Atma, Swamiji, it's a knowledge. Yeah, but the person who has a block, for him that is not. Therefore, he does Upasana. That between 2 Omkaras, what is available, which doesn't have any Matra, any Vishesha, well, that in between the gap between the 2 Omkaras, that's a silence actually. Because Omkara is actually, all the 3 Matras are nothing but a sound. Auma. So what is available between 2 Omkaras is silence. And what obtains in silence is this. How can you say, Swamiji, Brahman is there? Then who says there is silence? That's the thing. Who says there is a silence between 2 Omkaras? Somebody is there to appreciate silence. Consciousness is there. And therefore, consciousness is there while you chant. The sound emerges from the same consciousness and merges into the same consciousness. While sounds are there, you are silence. And when sounds is not there, you are silence. You are silent. Shantam Shivam Chaturtham Manyante Sa Atma. Shantam. You want to get rid of this silence. You cannot. You are by nature peace. You cannot. The peace which is available in the mind will go away. Yeah. In fact, you are the very silence of that inner all this going on, that conflict, noise, inner noise. And you are even silence to appreciate a outer noise. You are silence all the time. That's what you are. But that's a knowledge. If you cannot do that, well, then do superimposition. That is me, etc. Take a alambana of Omkara and say, well, what is available in between is the Nirguna Brahma, that is myself, etc. So that becomes Upasana. So Ahangra Upasana, you superimpose Nirguna Brahma, not Ahangra, I'm sorry. You superimpose a Nirguna Brahma upon yourself, or you superimpose on the Omkara. Not Omkara as some kind of a written symbol. purely sound symbol. Understand very well. Sound symbol is important, not this. So Nirguna Brahma Upasana is associated with Omkara Alambana. So this is how so many Bahushrutishu Darshanat. So in Nrisimhatapani Upanishad, Prashnopanishad, Kathopanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Omkara is a Alambana. Anyway, so Nirguna Brahma Upasanam, Irita, well, this Nirguna Brahma Upasana has been taught, Irita, or well, the Kathita. Well, they have been taught, they have been mentioned in the Upanishads. We'll keep up to this. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.